I'm Allee-Sutton Heathcote, and this is Alleeways. Welcome to Alleeways. I'm Allee-Sutton Heathcote, and I am joined by maybe the most special guest on the show.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
You guys, this is Anya Monique. She is my adoptive sister, my best friend, an incredible photographer, hairstylist, makeup artist, and today we are going to reveal one of my secrets, a secret that Anya taught me that I want to teach you guys, and it is how to get kind of this old Hollywood hair that you have seen me wear time and time again, and it really started after I met you. We worked on a film together where you styled me.
We met during this hair.
Yep, this is how we met. This hair brought us together.
It did.
But whenever we met, we were working on a film, and it was a film noir, and we did the Hollywood kind of glam hair, and that's when I first talked to you. It was in February of 2016. I had enrolled or entered to compete at Miss Tennessee USA, and that's when we started, getting to know one another, and I told you I needed serious help with learning how to do hair and makeup. And whenever we finally kind of started talking about developing my look, I said, how about the hair from Lost and Found?
Definitely. With Allie, it was really easy. She's just classic beauty anyway. So old Hollywood glamour, she just reeks old Hollywood glamour. Even if she has sweats on, it's always old Hollywood glamour with this girl. So it was actually a really easy choice for us when we talked about it, of what you wanted State to look like initially. And then after that, going into the competition, Miss USA, and she having Albert do it, which he totally is amazing.
Albert, we love you. Albert with Chi. And actually, we brought some Chi products today because this is what I use day in and day out at Miss USA. They have incredible products. The hold is amazing, and the way it looks on stage.
So good.
I didn't
have
any
hair tools.
I should have brought Shine Spray with me today. That's the one thing that I do not have, but I love. You guys have to check that out. And that's the thing about this look, is it really doesn't take much. It's not expensive, and even though it took me a long time to learn how, I had a hard time because hair and makeup before I met Anya was not my thing. And that's partially why I wanted to share this with you guys. But it's a look that anybody can do, and it isn't just for pageants.
It's not. For weddings, parties, going to Kroger and going shopping for your vegetables. I mean, checking your mail with a nice red lip.
Yes, exactly. Let's get to work. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Anya, I don't want people at home to be intimidated. Anya taught me to do this myself. I brought in the expert today so you could hear it straight from the professionals themselves. But if you watch this video, this is essentially what Anya taught me to do before Miss Tennessee USA, and I wasn't allowed to have hair and makeup every single day at Miss USA, but I did my hair like this pretty much throughout to make sure my styling was consistent, and if I can learn it, you can too, believe me.
So first of all, we are going to separate the hair into different sections, giving a nice deep part. We're gonna work here first, just to go ahead and set that S wave, and then create some volume by setting the back with big curls. And then we're gonna let that sit for a little bit and then brush it out and get you all zhuzhed. This is actually 1 day old hair, only because it will last a lot longer. Sometimes hair that's very clean, the curls will not hold. And we go ahead and just give Allie a nice part. So we want to go ahead and just give a nice section, about a 2-inch section, and we're going to go ahead and spray it with hairspray. We are going to actually curl the hair under. You want it to go under this way, and some people will curl it back, but we're going to go ahead and just curl it downward.
So you hold the wand not vertically, but horizontally.
Yes. And then we are just going to let that drop. And you want to hold on to the curl just so that it doesn't fall and stretch that curl. You want it to set. I'm actually using a smaller wand today, but I think for this look you can actually go up to a 1.5-inch barrel. So again, we're going to do the second portion, curling under.
At Miss Tennessee USA, you aren't allowed to have hair and makeup, and I did not know how to do either on myself. So Anya gave me lessons, and you can see kind of me getting the hang of trying to do the old Hollywood wave myself. There's like my little S-bend kind of fell out by the end of the night in crowning, and it was just a little wing off to the side.
You still look great though.
Well, thank you.
So we have it 2 curls here facing downward, and we're gonna do the same thing going the opposite direction on this side. So we take a nice 2-inch or 3-inch section.
And this is going to be our S-bend, right?
That's correct.
The nice little piece that frames the face. I feel like that's the signature part of the look.
It truly is.
Anya, how did you learn how to do this?
I have a sister.
The first time she tried to teach me how to do this, I got a migraine, straining my eyes, trying to look at the back of my head.
If you guys could have seen, oh, poor Allie.
This won't happen to you guys, though. You guys are more talented than me, I promise.
No. We're gonna clip that in. And you guys know this as pin curling. So this is exactly what that is. Can you believe those people back in the 40s, 50s, they did this every day?
I know. Exhausting.
Exhausting.
There isn't a red carpet event that goes by that somebody shows up with this look.
Absolutely.
Every single time.
This is true.
So it is great. It's perfect for any kind of formal event or Tuesdays when you're feeling sassy. Bob Daniel here, our executive producer, he's behind the camera and he's nodding in agreement. Tuesdays, if you're feeling sassy, go with the old Hollywood waves.
That's right.
Okay, so Anya, we're still holding the wand horizontally.
Yes, horizontally.
And all the curls are going in the same direction down this side.
Yes.
Great.
And we will be pinning them into place. All right, so after we go ahead and curl the front section, now we're gonna start with the back. So we wanna go ahead and actually roll the hair back to create that lift. So we are going to do one right in the middle.
I feel like this is the George Washington section.
Yes.
This makes me look like a colonial era judge or very presidential.
I wonder what they did back then.
Maybe this.
Were they doing S-waves back?
Maybe they were doing S-waves back then. They went home at night and let their hair down, and their wives were like gorgeous. And then in the 50s, they stole their husband's look.
Yes.
Like New Age feminism. This is our time. Is this piece that you're doing on the back side a straight up and down or a vertical?
Everything is going to be set the exact same way. So this is all horizontal.
Do you like to spray the hair before you start curling it or spray it after?
I like to spray it. I like to spray the front, but not a lot. I use a light mist because sometimes it does make the hair get that kind of crunchy feel, which we don't want.
Yes, especially not on stage.
Yeah, no, that's not a good look. I do spray it after, just a light mist of it all. As you can see, we're going to be going all the way down until we curl Allie's entire head.
We have been hard at work making movie magic. Well, Anya's been hard at work. I've been sitting here doing Instagram Live. One curl to go.
Final one.
And how long do you suggest that somebody let this set for, Anya?
I would probably send you over to makeup once this is done, let this kind of set, and then take it down as close to when you need to be on stage
As possible.
as possible.
I always like to feel and see if there's still heat in the curls.
Right, it needs to be completely cooled down.
Yeah.
That's when you know that it's truly ready. So another thing is for pageants, and just in everyday life, if you wanted to add a little bit more volume in your hair, you can use extensions, clip-on extensions, halo extensions. That's going to give more voluminous, curls.
Full disclosure, I'm wearing a halo extension right now. This is actually the same set of hair that I wore at Miss USA almost every single day. I love halos because I feel like they don't get as heavy. But you know what? You made easy work out of this halo.
We do what we gotta do.
Last
If we want to give the true Miss USA experience, we have to do exactly to the best of my abilities to copy
Albert.
Albert. Oh,
Recreating
fabulous
Albert's
Albert.
He is so fabulous.
He is so fabulous.
He actually named my weave while I was at Miss USA.
So what is your weave called?
Flossie.
Flossie?
She is Flossie.
Ugh.
Isn't that perfect?
It sounds like a pop song.
Yes. Flossie.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and spray some of this.
Do you want to turn around so everyone can see your hard work?
Ugh, I don't know if I want everyone to see this.
Everyone needs to see this, Anya. Let them look.
It's not that. So we're gonna go ahead and just, so you can see that everything is just curled downward. I'll tuck the little piece in. And she would end up staying like this for about an hour or so.
Letting it cool.
Letting it cool down. She would go to get her face done, and then we will take it down and brush it out and get that S wave. So we're gonna do that next. What's your favorite Miss USA memory?
Oh my gosh, it's hard to pick just one because I got to do so many incredibly fun things. I had a lot of fun at the shows that we got to go to, and every experience that we had was VIP. We got treated so well. The city just really embraced us and welcomed us, and I loved the Blue Man Group because I'd never been. A lot of the girls had. I also got to go, before we performed with the Cirque people, I got to go to the Michael Jackson 1 show, and I loved that. But there was a lot of small moments that when I think back on my time there that I really loved. You know, I got to room with Deanna Johnson, Miss Georgia, who will be on the show sooner or later. You guys, I love her, and you guys will too. This feels like it's getting good.
I feel like nostalgic from the first time I started teaching your hair and makeup for your state level. And we went to go and choose your dress, remember, right afterwards? And oh my gosh, it was so magical. We got to see you in full regalia. Oh, it was great.
Before my first appointment to go try on the dress, because a store here, they called and they said, we think we have one that you're gonna love for Miss Tennessee. Anya called and she said, let's do your hair and makeup lesson before so you're completely put together so you see what you will look like on stage in your dress. And it did help make a magical moment.
It really did.
It would be like if you were going to try on a wedding dress and you wore like your glasses and a sock bun. You wouldn't feel that great about any of your dresses, or maybe you would, but it definitely helped, I think.
So we took down the curls. We could turn around and I can do it this way. All the curls are not brushed out. So what you want to do is you just take a paddle brush and you're going to just slowly brush it from the bottom. And you're going to start to see that it will make an S shape. Now one thing too is if you want that shape, it's very important to curl the hair all in the same direction, the same way, so it can be uniform. You start seeing that the S is starting to form. So you're gonna just brush that out. So how did you choose your final look?
So with hair and makeup?
Yes, what was that all about? Tell me about that.
I have just always really loved old Hollywood. Ever since I was young, I was fascinated with women like Grace Kelly and Ingrid Bergman, and I loved Alfred Hitchcock films, and I don't know, I think for me growing up and seeing those women, that was what I was always perceived as ultimate glamour. And when I thought of doing a pageant, that's what I thought that a pageant woman on stage should be like, is just like ultimate class and glamour. And I think that that was something that was important to me and that I loved, and so that is what I wanted to do. Okay. This is feeling good. I can't see it, but it feels right. There's this thing that people warned me about, the Miss USA bubble, where once you get there, you start having crazy ideas where you have a game plan, you plan your styling for months, and then you get there and girls are like, I'm gonna wear my hair straight as a pin, parted down the middle. And I kind of did that. I said old Hollywood, old Hollywood, old Hollywood, and then the day of finals, I was like, I might part my hair down the middle and do like big Victoria's Secret waves.
That would have been great too. But
what do you guys think? Should I have done that? I also had a different gown than the one that I wore at Miss USA. I had a Fernando Wong gown that a girl ended up wearing at Miss Tennessee USA.
It was gorgeous.
It was amazing.
But your gown was gorgeous.
I loved my gown.
Fabulous.
I loved my gown, but the Fernando was amazing as well. It was silver floral appliques.
Oh, very stunning.
The first time I put it on, I was like, are there any more appliques that we can applique? I need a little more coverage. Right now this is a bouquet and I need a garden. So.
Always the lady, Miss Allie.
Yes. Well, on national television you can't take any chances.
Girl, if you got it.
I'll drop a picture of the gown, the gown that might have been too. I'll let you guys in on all behind the scenes.
It was great.
It was amazing.
You looked amazing.
Thank you.
I still get too misty-eyed when I go and watch it on YouTube.
Nostalgic.
All right, I think we're done.
That's the look. Thank you, Anya.
You're so welcome.